Hey guys, Sprinter Doctor here. Do you have a bolt hole stripped out and you need to get it fixed so you can get the job done? Alright, today I'm going to walk you through how to do that using a Time-sert. Alright, here we go. Okay, what I have here is a turbocharger, and when removing the exhaust piece off the rear, this bolt did not want to come out. The threads off the bolt came off in the turbocharger. Here's the bolt. You can see the threads on the end. Today, we're going to fix that using a Time-sert. And I'm just going to give you a step-by-step on how I do that. Alright guys, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a gauge on how deep this hole is. So I've got a bolt. I'm just going to run in here, which I've already done. I just run that bolt in all the way. Once I get it ran in all the way, put some masking tape around it, so that way I can see how deep that hole is. That way I can mark my drill bit for how deep I need to go with the drill bit. Very important to keep the drill bit straight in line with the hole, and it's also important to wear eye protection. Alright, here we go. While you're drilling, it's a good idea to spray penetrating oil on the hole. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put some masking tape over this exhaust port. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to counterbore that hole. Once you get a counterbored, you'll have a little bit of a shoulder cut out in there, and that's what it looks like so far at this step. Okay, now we're going to tap this hole using the supplied tap out of the Time-sert kit. Very important to get the tap started as straight as possible. Once you get down in there a few turns, probably about 3 or 4 turns, you're gonna make about a half a turn or 3/4 of a turn back out. And that's gonna cut those metal shavings. And then you just keep working your way back in. And then about every 1 or 2 turns, you're gonna go backwards about a 3/4 of a turn, and that keeps those metal chips in there cut. It helps to make a smooth, clean, tapped hole. You'll feel it bottom out. So then I'm gonna take some compressed air and now it's gonna look like this. Should be a nice, clean, tapped out hole. All right. Now you're gonna use your driver. Okay, so once you have the hole tapped out, you're gonna use your driver. Put it in your holder, your ratchet. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put some oil on this driver. And then screw your little Time-sert thread repair piece on your driver here. Just gonna run it down like so. Since this is a turbocharger, I didn't want to go real deep with my hole. So some of the Time-sert repair piece is sticking out a little bit right there. You can see it's sticking out just a little bit. So I'm just going to take and grind that off flush with the turbo. Alright, I've just got a little zippy wheel with a little grinding disc on it. That looks good and flush, guys. Okay, since I did have to grind that off flush with my turbo, I'm going to take a small file and just kind of deburr the edge right there a little bit with my file. careful about getting metal splinters in your hands and your fingers. Alright, good as new. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.